This is impossible.
Oh, hey. Just move the 9 to the 10. Jack to the queen. Oh, look. I got an ace. I win. Good job, Cory.
Yeah, I'm brilliant.
Well, work must be going well if you can take a break.
Yeah, well, I took a long break, you know. I quit.
You quit? Why?
Because, Topanga, unlike you, I wasn't enjoying it. Unlike you, I wasn't good at it. Unlike you, I don't shine at everything. I don't shine at anything.
Honey, what's bothering you?
Nothing, Topanga. I'm in a mood, okay?
Well, is there anything I can do to cheer you up, huh? Topanga know what Cory like.
No.
But I love you. Want to go home, huh? You want to go home and have pookie pook?
No, Topanga. No pookie pook.
Why not?
Because you're better at pookie pook than I am, too.
Oh, look how cute. They're having their first fight.
Cory, I don't like that you can't talk to me about this.
Topanga, look, I don't want to say anything that I'm going to regret, okay?
Do you think maybe we should leave?
No. I want to see Topanga make Cory cry.
I mean, Cory, whatever bug you have up your butt, why are you blaming it on me?
Topanga, if you're as smart as your A streak says you are, you know just to leave me alone right now.
This is about my grades?
Oh, this is not about your grades.
Yes, it is. It's about you shove your stupid grades in my face, or how you get promoted, or you sell one of my subscriptions.
Wow, well, I'm sorry that I tried to help you with your little magazine project.
It's not a project, okay? Sticker books are a project. This is my career.
Cory, come on. It wasn't your career.
Shut up, yo. Look, my life is just as important as your life, even if I don't do my life as good as you.
As well as you.
What?
I was just saying that it's not as good as you.
Are you crazy, Topanga? Are you kidding me that you would say something like that right now?
Cory, this whole thing is crazy.
Oh, yeah, it really is.
Sit down! Yeah.
Well, at least I'm not a hoity-toity photo assistant Kiss Judy's tushy.
Maybe I have to kiss Judy's tushy because you can't sell one stinking magazine.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
What did you just say?
I just said that you haven't been doing all that well with your magazine sales.
That is not what you said. You said I'm a loser, Topanga. I know you said it because I heard it. I heard it from your big mouth.
Oh, I have a big mouth now. You can't even play solitaire, imbecile. Did you hear that okay from my big mouth?
You know what, Topanga? I used to be able to. I used to be able to do a lot of things before I married you. Congratulations! You've killed my spirit. I win. You leave, I win. Bye.
Alright, somebodies, this is a lot to unpack here, but number one, starting off. Topanga, I will always play Pookie Pook with you. And I don't care if you're better than me, hey, I will still play. I'm putting it out there. Now, what's going on here? So, it seems that Cory is in a funk, and Topanga is just doing things better than him? I mean, the episode started that they were both looking for jobs, and Cory found a job where he sells magazines at his own leisure. We all know what that's about. And Topanga actually got a real job, if you want to call it that, for a fashion magazine. So, that's how it started off. And now we saw the whole progression that... Okay, two things here. Cory was telling Topanga that he was not in the mood and to just give him space, alright? With this couple, you have to respect that, but there's one thing here. This is apparently their first fight, their first argument. So when it's a first of anything, you may not know what to do, okay? Because you just love each other, and Topanga, I think, was going on the guise of, okay, let's work it out, okay? Anything that we're going through, we can work it out. We can work it out together. We can work it out right then and there. But there are times when either of you just need a moment, you need some space to really gather your thoughts. And Cory was saying he did not want to say anything to Topanga that he would regret. So at least he's self-aware of the kind of person he is. It's just that Topanga is the opposite. She wanted to console, to love Cory, and really hash things out because she didn't know. Okay? She didn't know that Cory had all this built up resentment towards Topanga while he's in a funk. Now, is it fair? I mean, you be the judge of it. In my case, if your partner is good at something or better than you, okay, you kind of accept it because you as a person, you're probably good at other things that your partner's not. Okay, that's just how life is. Now, if somebody else is just better than you at a lot of things that you can't do, yeah, that can get annoying, all right? But it's just this. Could this have been avoided? Maybe it could have been handled differently if Topanga gave Cory time and space, but I feel that if that happened, maybe Cory would have wanted to brush it under the rug because I didn't see him at all wanting to talk about anything. And Topanga kind of forced his hand. The result sucks, okay? But I think Topanga had to do that to get it out of Cory. And Cory said the things that he regretted, probably right afterwards when she left, when he said to Topanga that he broke her spirit, which is not true, okay? You're newlyweds, you don't know how to handle any low points between one another. That's what happened here, okay? The first clashing and butting of heads, and it didn't go well. So, if this happens to you, and it goes horribly wrong, then try to pick yourself up. And for Cory, if you're the person that's been Cory, have all the damn humility. If you get to go back to wherever you live, and your partner's still there, you know, spoiler, I don't know if it's spoiler as the show's been on, but Topanga was at their apartment or their dorm, okay? And they talked it all out. But once you realize that you were in the wrong, then again, you need to have a huge open mind about saying that to the person you just hurt. Because they just wanted to be there for you, and both of you didn't know what to do. That's what newlyweds are, somebodies. You're trying to figure things out. That's why here we always say at least 2 years together, know all your seasons, and hopefully you can amicably talk about all the things that bother you, hopefully. But try not to let it get this far, and if it does, you gotta keep going, get all the nitty-gritty out of it, and meet at a good point together.
The first thing I noticed was, how does he not play solitary? That's another video for another day. But they are kind of both in the wrong here. And this is what I will say. When Cory says, not right now, if someone, I'm going to say she is a little inexperienced as far as how to kind of read the room as far as when your spouse is not them best selves in that particular moment. Because he's pretty much telling her, I'm not in the place right now to discuss this. And when he says, I don't want to say something I'm going to regret, that should have been Topanga's mindset. Okay, oh, he's not in the mood to talk. We can pick this up later. And not trying to just take little, not shots, but it's like trying to dig and dig and dig until he eventually blows up. That type of stuff that Cory has deep down, it's like bubbling to the surface that he's been wanting to say but couldn't say it or didn't want to say it because he know how it's going to come across, and then hurt her feelings in the process. Yeah, so what, she's better than him than everything. So what that she's smarter than him, but we always knew she was smart on the show, so that's not a surprise. But when, there's nothing I'll say, don't, especially when you're married, you don't quit your job before you find another job. Unless it's so a toxic environment where you have to quit, don't quit. Just find another job. But yeah, she should have backed off. As soon as he said, I don't want to go any further with this conversation. That's where a good partner, a good spouse, like, okay, now is not the time. We can circle back to this when they calm down. And if Cory knows himself good enough where it's like, okay, you keep pushing, this is going to escalate to a place where it doesn't need to escalate. So, yes, he was wrong. She was only wrong to pushing it where it shouldn't have been pushed, where it's like, okay, he's trying to tell her, stop. I don't want to talk about this. Outside of that, I don't think she was wrong. Yes, could she have not said certain things? Yes, but he was then pushing her buttons. So we know two wrongs don't make a right in this instance. So in this particular situation, when one person is upset, let them calm down before you even have another discussion or bring up to whatever issue they may be having at that particular moment. So I was like, because she's so positive of a character, she was just trying to be a good wife. But at that moment, that's not what Cory needed. You always got to be able to read the room and read your spouse. And granted, they've known each other long enough, but as a married couple, you see each other differently once you're married. Once you're living together, you see sides that you wouldn't normally see. So this is just a learning lesson for her and anybody else who's like, when their spouse says, okay, now is not the time, trust and believe, now is not the time. Let them cool down before another discussion is had.